Dear students, very good morning to you all. Today we are going to discuss about the one words which is used for a competitive exams like JEE, NEET and so on. Okay. So today our topic is metallurgy. Let us discuss the one word questions today related to the minerals, the source of the metals, ores and so on. Okay. So first question, assertion and reason is given. All minerals are ores. All minerals, the assertion is given as all minerals are ores. The reason, ores are minerals from which metal can be extracted conveniently and economically. Okay. So what are the options given for that question? Both A and or are true, and or is correct explanation of A. Actually, what's the assertion? All ores are, all minerals are ores. Is it correct first? Whether all minerals are ores? So what is meant by minerals and ores first of all? What is minerals? Minerals is a naturally occurring substance. A naturally occurring substance obtained by mining in which the metals can exist either in free form or in combined form such as oxides, sulfides and so on, isn't it? So what is ores? Ores are minerals from which metals can be extracted conveniently and economically, isn't it? Upon whether we can consider we are extracting the ores from minerals only, isn't it? Therefore, all ores are minerals, but all minerals are not ores, isn't it? So, the assertion, whether the assertion is correct now. Actually, reason is a definition for ores. Ores are minerals from which metal can be extracted conveniently and economically. This is correct, isn't it? But all minerals are not ores. So, what's the option may be here? Both A and R correct, and or is correct explanation of A. A itself wrong, isn't it? A itself wrong. Both A and R are true, but or is not the correct explanation of A. So already told you, A itself when the assertion is wrong only. Up A is true or is false. A is false or is true. So among this, which is the option, ma? A is false or is true. Okay? A is false and or is true. So which is the answer, ma? A is false or is true, since all minerals or ores is the assertion given. Actually all ores are minerals, isn't it? All ores are minerals and not all the minerals are ores. Therefore this assertion is considered to be wrong. Okay, is it wrong? Therefore, whereas the reason is a definition of ores, actually it's a correct one. Upon A is false or is true. A is false or is true. Therefore the correct option is D for this question. Okay, then so let us pass on to the next question, ma. Okay, a number of elements are available in Earth's crust, but most abundant elements are. So we know that so many elements are abundant in Earth's crust. Okay, among these some options are given. So among these options, the question is asked is the most abundant element among these options. So what are the options given? A option is aluminium and iron. B, aluminum and copper. C, iron and copper. D, copper and silver. Okay. So look at this, ma. Here I have written the topmost 10 abundant elements in the Earth's crust. Okay. So if you consider here means you have just write it in your note. Okay. So first one, oxygen, silicon, aluminum, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, titanium and hydrogen. Let us consider the options given here. Okay. So A option is aluminum and iron. What's the percentage of aluminum here? Option A, aluminum is abundant as percentage, exists as 8.23% and iron is 4.7%. Okay. Then for the B option, aluminum and copper. Okay, 8.23%. Actually, the percentage of copper in Earth's crust is considered to be 0.0068%. Okay. What's the percentage of copper? 0.0068%. Here for copper, the percentage is considered to be 0.0068%. Okay. Then what's the percentage of iron? 4.7% and copper 0.0068%. Okay. Then D option, the percentage of copper is 0.0068%, whereas for so this is for copper, and for silver it is to be 7.9 into 10 power minus 6 percentage. Okay, 10 power minus 6 percentage. Upon among these options, the most abundant elements are. So look at here, aluminum and iron. Here copper only 0.6. If you consider all these things, means all these options means the most abundant elements available in S crust is a pair of A. Upon option A is the correct answer. Okay. Since copper as well as silver exist in very small quantities in S crust when we compare to aluminum and iron. And also we know that aluminum is the third most abundant element in the S crust and iron fourth most abundant elements in the S crust. These are all present in very small quantities. Therefore, the option A is considered to be the correct answer for the second question. Okay, ma? So now the third question. Which of the following is most abundant in S crust? As like this one, isn't it? So you need just look at all these questions. Okay, now here the options are given. From this only I told you that you just remember that memorize all these 10 topmost elements as well as percentage. Appo first pathana you just arrange the order for this. Okay, magnesium it is considered to be the 8th most abundant elements S crust. Okay, sodium the portion is 6th one. Okay, for aluminum the portion is given as 3. For iron the portion is 4. Appo most abundant among these the most abundant element in the S crust which is considered to be aluminum. Exists 8.23%. Exists is 8.23%. If you write for magnesium means 1.9%, for sodium 2.8%, and then aluminum 8.23% and iron 4.7%. Upon all this, when we consider this means the option C is considered to be the correct answer. Okay, next question. Fourth question. The metal always found in free state. The metal always found in free state, isn't it? We know that the metals mostly exist in oxide form, sulfide form, carbonate form, isn't it? So on. So the metals can exist in those. Metals can exist in so many forms. Upon if you consider the options as Au, which is the symbol of gold, Ag silver, Cu copper, Na sodium. So when we consider the options here, the 4 options are given here which exist in free state. What do you mean by free state? Exist in native form. Exist in native form. Most probably the metals exist in oxide form. The highly reactive metals can exist. Reactive metals mostly exist in combined form. Reactive form mostly metals present. Native form only few elements are present exist in native form. Upon the free state free state means gold. Gold always exists in free state, that means in native form. Mostly does not combine with other elements. Okay, always exist in free form. Silver silver can exist as silver glands, then that means horn silver. Copper can exist in so many forms, copper pyrites, cuprite, isn't it? Copper glands and so on. Sodium always exists as rock salt, that means sodium chloride mostly exists in halide forms. Always the metal which exists in free state, we can say among these options we can say gold, a metal which exists in free state. Okay. The next one, 5th question. Which of the following pairs consist of minerals of the same metal? So what's the question here? So in each option 2 O's are given, isn't it? Each option, so A on the bauxite as well as limonite is given, and B hematite and magnetite is given. In C option galena and cerussite is given, and D both B and C. So in each options two minerals are given. One is bauxite and limonite. So among these options some of the pairs contain same metals. In the option same metals present. That's the question. So first you write the formula. We know that what is bauxite? Bauxite is an ore of aluminium. But what's the molecular formula for bauxite? Al2O3.300. That means it can exist from 1 mole of water, 2 moles or 3 moles. Okay, so Al2O3.300. This is the formula for bauxite. Limonite is an hydrated ore of iron. Is an hydrated ore of iron. Therefore, here it contains iron oxide with water molecules. Okay. Apo here question A. Following pairs consist of same metal. Okay, now let us see all other options also. Hematite. Hematite is an ore of iron. So, the molecular formula for hematite is Fe2O3. Okay, magnetite. Magnetite is also an ore of iron only. Its molecular formula is Fe3O4. Okay. Then galena. Galena, which is an ore of lead. Okay, ma'am. And its molecular formula is BPS. Galena. Sulfide ore. Cerussite. Cerussite is also ore of lead, okay, and which is exists in carbonate form. Upper lead carbonate. Upper now you just see. So what's the correct answer for this question now? Following pair consists of minerals of same metal. Here it contains two metals, isn't it? One is this pair contains aluminum as well as iron. Therefore, both are different metals, okay. In hematite and magnetite, the metals present is considered to be iron. So here galena cerussite, the metal is present as lead. Appo, among this which may be the correct answer ma? Option C. Since B and C, both B and C consist of the same metals. In the B it contains iron, whereas in C it contains lead. Therefore, the option is considered to be the D. Both B and C are correct. Okay. Now let us pass on to the next question. So now sixth question ma. The ore having two different metal atom. The ore having two different metal atoms. Okay. So what are the options given? A. Cornellite, B. Magnetite, C. Calamine, D. Hematite. Okay. So cornellite, magnetite, calamine and hematite. First let us write the formula for all these. Okay. Cornellite. Cornellite molecular formula potassium chloride, magnesium chloride with 6 moles of water. Potassium chloride, magnesium chloride with 6 moles of water and then cornellite. Magnetite. So in the last question only I told you magnetite. So what is the molecular formula for magnetite? Is an ore of iron. What is the molecular formula ma? Fe3O4. Calamine, zinc carbonate. Which is an ore of zinc. Zinc carbonate. Hematite, which is an ore of iron. Therefore Fe2O3. Iron oxide Fe2O3. Now. So what's the question? Ore having two different metal atoms. So here cornellite, which contains the metals such as potassium and magnesium, which contains the metals as potassium as well as magnesium. So here magnetite it contains only iron. Calamine, zinc is an ore of zinc. Hematite it is also an ore of iron, contains only iron. Okay. Upon what's the option? Correct option for this question number 6. Cornellite, since it contains two different metals such as potassium as well as magnesium. So it just now let us I will just come to this question also. My 10th question, since both are related with one another. Okay. Name the mineral cornellite contains. The mineral cornellite contains. So appo option you just think when you come to the 10th question I will ask you. Okay. Now let us pass on to the 7th question. Okay. So next question, 7th question, in which of the following minerals aluminum is not present? In which of the following minerals aluminum is not present? Appo 4 options are given. In these 4 options, in which the aluminum is not present, that's the question. So I have written the formulas also here. Cryolite, Na3Al F6. Cryolite, what's the molecular formula ma? Na3Al F6. Okay. Mica and feldspar, these are silicates, isn't it? Mica K2O, potassium oxide, aluminum oxide, silica with 2 moles of water. Then feldspar is also silicates like KAlSi3O8 and fluorospor calcium fluoride. Fluorospor is calcium fluoride. Among these options in which aluminum is not present, so in cryolite it also contains aluminum. Mica also contains aluminum. Feldspar also contains aluminum. Fluorospor, which is an ore of calcium, which does not contain aluminum. What is the correct answer for this question? In which of the following minerals aluminum is not present? Fluorospor. Since fluorospor is an ore of calcium. Okay. Now 8th question. Which of the following is a mineral of iron? Which of the following is a mineral of iron? Okay. Malachite. What are the options given? Malachite, cassiterite, pyrolusite and magnetite. Okay, magnetite you already know which is, okay, first let us see first one, malachite. Malachite, what's the molecular formula? Copper carbonate with copper hydroxide. Malachite, what is the molecular formula ma? Copper carbonate with copper hydroxide. Okay ma? Cassiterite. Cassiterite is an ore of tin. Okay, appo molecular formula பார்த்தோம்னா SnO2. Pyrolusite is an ore of manganese, MnO2. Magnetite is an ore of iron, Fe3O4. அப்போ what's the following question? Among the following, which is a mineral of iron? அப்போ malachite is an ore of copper. Cassiterite is an ore of tin. Pyrolusite is an ore of manganese. Appo magnetite is an ore of iron. What's the option here? D is the correct option. What's the option here? D is the correct answer, since it contains iron which exists as iron oxide. சரியா? Cassiterite is a, we'll just look at this question itself and you can find the answer. Cassiterite is an ore of. Cassiterite is an ore of dash. Manganese, nickel, tin. Okay, what's the correct answer? இங்கே தான் பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா? அப்போ tin is the cassiterite is an ore of tin. Cassiterite is an ore of tin. So this is the correct answer. இதுவும் எனக்கு already I told you. The mineral cornellite contains. So what are the mineral cornellite contains? So cornellite is an potassium chloride, magnesium chloride with 6 moles of water. What's the option here? B is the correct answer. சரியா? B is the, so calcium and magnesium கிடையாது. Calcium and potassium is not option. Magnesium and sodium is also not option. அப்போ cornellite, what's the molecular formula for cornellite? Potassium chloride, magnesium chloride with 6 moles of water is cornellite. அப்போ the mineral contains here is potassium and magnesium. So this option B is the correct answer. Okay ma? Now let us pass on to the next question. Okay, next question ma, 11th question. Which ore contains both iron and copper? Sorry, which ore contains both iron and copper? Actually all these are ores of copper. Okay, cuprite, chalcocite, chalcopyrites, malachite, all these are considered the ores of copper. So among the ores of copper, what's the question? Which contains both iron as well as copper? Appo let us see the molecular formula. Cuprite, copper which exists in oxide form, Cu2O. சரியா? Chalcocite which exists in sulfide form, Cu2S. Cu2S. Chalcopyrites which exists as CuFeS2. CuFeS2. Okay. Malachite. Already we learnt. Now listen it. Copper carbonate, CuCO3.CuOH twice. Upon among this the ore, that means all these are the ores of copper which contains both iron as well as copper. அப்படினு பார்த்தனா what's the option? C. சரியா? Chalcopyrites which contains both copper as well as iron. Actually the chalcopyrites is already known as copper pyrites. Okay, it is also called as copper pyrites. Copper pyrite which is also an ore of copper, which is also known as chalcopyrites means which is also known as copper pyrites which contains both copper as well as iron. Nearly 80% of copper is obtained from this chalcopyrites. Okay, appo world production la paathona nearly 80% of copper is mainly obtained from the ore chalcopyrites. Okay ma'am. Okay, now let us pass on to the next question. Which of the following group 13 elements occurs in nature as oxides? Occurs in nature as oxides. Okay, first let us see what are the elements present in 13th group. அப்போ 13th group elements அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோன்னா boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, Ti written பண்ணிருந்தோமா, you just Tl. Okay, thallium, and then last element niobium. Niobium, which is a radioactive element of 13th group elements. அப்போ boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium and niobium. So what's the question asked here? 13 group elements which occurs in nature as oxides. Okay, so we need to talk about all these elements which is present in 13th group. boron is a rare element. Boron occurs very rarely in the atmosphere. Very rare element occurs in combined form. ரொம்ப rare கிடைக்கக்கூடியது சரியா. Then mostly exist in borax form. Mostly exist in borax form சரியா. Then when we talk about aluminum means you know that bauxite is an ore of aluminum. So what's the molecular formula for bauxite பார்த்தோம்னா Al2O3.3H2O சரியா. Al2O3.3H2O. Whereas gallium, indium, thallium, this gallium, indium and thallium, these three elements of 13 group mostly occurs in sulfide form சரியா. mostly இது வந்து mostly is a rare element, very rarely occur in it, and also this gallium, indium, thallium exist in sulfide form. Niobium is a radioactive element. Up now you come to the conclusion. So among the options given here are A-type thallium, indium, aluminium, boron. Up among this which can exist in oxide form in nature among the 13 group element means what's the option here? C, aluminium. So aluminium, what's the important ore of aluminium abdin pathale bauxite. What's the molecular formula for bauxite ma? Al2O3.3H2O. Therefore aluminium can exist in oxide among the 13 group elements. Okay, now let us pass on to next question. So which of the group 14 elements occurs in nature as oxides? Which of the group 14 elements occurs in nature as oxides? So what are the 14th group elements? So what are the first what are the 14th group elements? 14th group elements are carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, and the radioactive element present in this is flerovium சரியா. Fl, flerovium சரியா, it's a radioactive element which is present in 14th group element which is known as flerovium. Okay, 14th group elements are carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead and flerovium. So what's the question here? It occurs in nature as oxide form. அப்போ 13th group la oxide form elements எல்லாம். So carbon mostly exist in charcoal, coal form la தான் இருக்கும் அப்படிதானே carbon. Silica mostly exist in silicates. Okay, germanium is a metalloid. Germanium ங்கிறது என்னது நமக்கு metal. அப்போ germanium and tin mostly exist in sulfide form of 14th group. So this exists in sulfide form. So here germanium is also exist in sulfide form. Sorry, this tin illa lead. Lead exists in sulfide form, not tin. Tin exists in oxide form. What's the molecular? SnO2. பார்த்தோம்ல நம்ம sulfide தான் always exist in, mostly exist in oxide form. It's a radioactive element. அப்போ among the 14 group element which exist in oxide form of option is tin. அப்போ what's the option here? Tin is the option. A is the correct answer. அப்போ carbon coal form la இருக்கும், silicon la இருக்கும், germanium and lead in the 14th group element exist in sulfide forms and tin exist in oxide form. Here it is considered to be a radioactive element சரியா. அப்போ option A is the correct answer சரியாமா. Now let us pass on to 14th question. So now let me pass on to the 14th question ma. Which of the group 15 elements occurs in nature as phosphates? Occurs in nature as phosphates. Okay, what are the 15th group elements அப்படினு பார்த்தோம்னா 15th group elements are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth and moscovium. Bismuth and moscovium சரியா. nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth and moscovium. What's the question asked? Group 15 elements occurs in nature as phosphates. Phosphates பார்த்தாலே we can write the option as phosphorus. Okay, so whatever it may be, let us explain that. So nitrogen, you all know that 15 group elements are half-fill configuration, isn't it? If you talk about the electronic configuration of 15 group element means which contains half-fill electronic configuration as NS2 NP3, NS2 NP3. Okay, nitrogen mostly exists in uncombined form சரியா, because of less reactive nature. Since already in a configuration irukku, half fill configuration irukadnala nitrogen is mostly exists in uncombined form. Phosphorus I know that mostly exists in phosphate form, whereas arsenic, antimony, bismuth among the 15 group elements arsenic, antimony, bismuth mostly exist in sulfide form. Mostly exist in sulfide form and moscovium is a radioactive element. அப்போ இதில் பார்த்தோன்னா the element which exists in phosphate form in 15 group means what's the correct option ma? Phosphorus. What's the correct option? Phosphorus. சரியா? So let us pass on to the next question ma. Which of the following alkali metals occurs in nature as silicates? சரியா? அப்போ alkali metals belongs to group 1 elements. அப்படி அப்போ alkali metalsங்கிறது என்னது? Group 1 elements. Group 1 elements. சரியா? அப்போ group 1, what are the elements present in group 1? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. We know that francium is a radioactive element. Appo group 1 elements are known as alkali metals. Group 1 elements are known as alkali metals. What are the group 1 elements? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Francium is a radioactive element. Okay, now let us pass on to the question. What's the question? Metals occur in nature as silicates. சரியா? அப்போ silicates பார்த்தனா lithium வந்து here I have given two examples for you. One is spodumene and another one is libodolite. Okay, so these two occurs in silicate form. Lithium is the 35th most abundant element in the S. 35th abundant element the S crust. இதுலேயும் பார்த்தோன்னா phosphorus வந்து நம்மளுக்கு 13th elements most element the S crustல பார்த்துருக்கோம். இங்கே 35th. சரி, அப்போ lithium occurs on the 35th element in the S crust in ஞாபகம். So here lithium, I have written only two examples in which both the spodumene as well as the libodolite which exist in silicate form. அப்போ option வந்து நமக்கு ஆக்சுவலாகவே A. Let us find the remaining also. So among the remaining elements the group 1 பார்த்தோன்னா, so lithium exists in silicate form பார்த்தாச்சு. அப்போ sodium, potassium, rubidium, these elements are occurs as alkali salts. எப்படி இருக்கலாம் நமக்கு? sodium chloride, potassium chloride இல்லையா? They can occurs as alkali salt இருக்கும். சரியா? The remaining elements present in group 1 or exist as alkali salt. And we know that francium is a radioactive element. சரியா? அப்போ this is a question number 4. For this answer is considered to be lithium. எத்தனை minutes? Let us pass on to the next question ma. Which of the following alkaline earth metals occur in nature as oxides and silicates? சரியா? அப்போ alkaline earth metals-ல which among the following is occurs in nature as oxide form as well as in silicate form? First let us see what is meant by alkaline earth metals. அப்படிதானே? அப்போ group 2 elements are known as alkaline earth metals. அப்படிதானே? Group 2 elements are known as alkaline earth metals. So what are the elements present in group 2? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Isn't it? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium, all these elements are belongs to group 2 element. All these elements are belongs to group 2 elements. Okay, now let us see which occurs in nature as oxides as well as in silicate forms. Which occurs in nature as oxides as well as in silicates forms. So for this, when you consider about this means beryl can exist both in oxide form as well as in silicate form. So here I have written some examples for that. Beryl as well as phenacite, which is an ore of beryllium which exists in. Here also just see silicate form as well as in oxide of the what's the option அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோன்னா beryllium. So we know that the remaining is mostly exist in carbonate forms. Okay, calcium, carbonate and so on. So dear students, let us stop up to this. We'll continue the remaining questions in the next video. Thank you ma.